One of the LTE providers that we can provision for in Sonar is Baicells, and I'm going to show you how that works. So to set up Baicells provisioning, the first thing we need to do is have an inventory model for the SIM, and you'll see I have that created here already under the Baicells manufacturer with a model of SIM. And if I added that SIM, we have a single field called IMSI, and it's a type of IMSI, and that's all that we really need. So when you're inventorying your SIMs into Sonar, you need to make sure that you enter them with the correct IMSIs that are on the SIMs. Next thing we need to do is go to Network and then Lte Integration. And you'll see I have mine set up in here already, but you would click Create Lte Integration, you'd pick Baicells, and then you need to enter your login and password for the Baicells BOSS system, as well as a cloud key that you can find inside BOSS, so you can contact Baicells to get that. Once you've entered that information and it's working correctly, you'll see the status here change to available, and just like all the other integrations in Sonar, we can come in here and do check status to force a check. Once this is available, we want to go to Inventory Models to Provision, and you'll see a list here of every inventory model that has a SIM field on it, and you're going to pick the SIMs that correspond to this Baicells integration. I only have one, it's already checked, but if for some reason you're inventorying multiple different models of SIM, then you would create those all and select them here. The last thing we need to do is map up the data services to Baicells, and this works slightly differently than it does with our other LTE integrations because the Baicells BOSS system requires that your service plans get created through the API for us to be able to map them up to the SIMs. So you see at the top we have a button that says Synchronized Service Plans. If you click this, what it'll do is read every data service that you have in Sonar and go and create a service plan in BOSS with the same name, upload and download speed, and moving forward, once you have this integration in place and it's enabled, anytime you create a new service plan in Sonar or you change the speeds or the name on one, we'll also go to BOSS and update that as well. So you go ahead and click Synchronize Service Plans, and you'll know that's completed when you go to this Data Service Mappings tab and you see all your data services listed with an ID underneath them, and that ID should map up to the ID of the service inside BOSS. So once you've done all these three things, you're pretty much done. You can begin adding the SIMs to customer accounts. As you do that, we'll connect to BOSS and we'll either create a record for that customer or look for an existing one if they already exist, and then we'll bind the IMSI to them, set up the appropriate service plan, and activate the service. When you remove the SIM from the account, we'll deactivate the SIM and we'll remove it from that customer. If you change service plans, we'll update the service plan and that kind of thing.